Hello everyone, and welcome back to another one with me, Miss Whitney B. So today I have a topic that I'm just like sitting here in awe. I just had this amazing conversation with my good friend LK, and like he was sharing with me an episode from the Doctor Who. So spoiler alert, if you haven't seen it all, like you may not want to listen, but I haven't seen it all. I just like listened to what he shared with me, and it like blew my mind. And I was like, oh my god, I gotta make a video and share this, because it also latched into another reading I had watched earlier today. It was like a transmission from the Galactic Council from Lemuria, and I was just like, whoa, blowing my mind. So this was a particular episode where Doctor Who is like looking at all aspects of himself, and I'm not going to get too into the details because I didn't really that wasn't what stood out to me. But what stood out to me was the process, like what the journey itself of Doctor Who it represented. And so when he was telling me all of this, he was telling me about how the original Doctor Who did a big bad and then was like making up for it every lifetime after that. And I was like, whoa, that hit me, because I was like, oh, that reminds me of something else I had heard about the original separation, and how once we originally separated from the divine source, that there's the greatest sadness, and that's where the sadness within a soul originally starts. And it's it's like the pinpoint, and then from every lifetime after that, they're seeking wholeness, and then also amends from the original separation. And I was like, oh, holy shit, that's what we're doing. That's what the soul, that's what our soul, that's what we're here doing. That's what coming to earth and going on these journeys is all about. I don't care if you're on, whatever journey you're on. If you separated from source and came here and are learning union with self and wholeness, which everybody is, doesn't matter what level of consciousness or awareness they're on. All that matters is that that's the journey. Big picture theme. Our levels of awareness would happen to be little, small detail things. It would be little picture things. Big picture theme is we're all here on an experience to add to the all and to create wholeness. More, to create love and heal all separations. This is the other thing. He said, the conflict, this really hit me, okay? Now, I'm not going to word for word, I don't think, but maybe it is, I'm not sure. So I want to give credit to him. This came from him, and it just it struck me. I was like, whoa. The conflict is that there is no separation in the first place. The only reason the conflict exists is because we believe that there is. We believe that there is conflict. And I was like, boom, mind blown. I've heard so many spiritual teachers talk about how us leaving source in the first place is the original sadness and the original separation, and that every lifetime after that we're seeking wholeness until we come into full union with the self, and then transcend the lifetime. And I was like, boom, that hit me. And then also that there is no separation in the first place. The first place. There is no karmic deck. There is no contracts. I have heard so many times, not only from people reflecting information back to me, but literally from spirit guides and of angels, that there is no karmic debt, that they're only games we play with ourselves so that we can put contrast to create understanding, to learn a lesson, to create a level of awareness. But at the end of the day, it's all just a projection of your mind. None of this is really real, and yet it is, because we needed to do it in order to learn. If we didn't do it in the first place, we wouldn't learn the lesson and get the awareness and of what that physically embodies as, right? Because as higher self, you have awareness of everything. There is no separation point, period. But here in the physical realm, in the 3D, we can experience separation. And we use separation as contrast to show us where we can align and become more wholeness and who we really are, and like basically transmute the pain into love. And I'm just like, whoa, this is blowing my mind. Like, it's fucking awesome. What an amazing conversation. Like, I can't even express like how awed and delighted I am by that. That was such a wonderful surprise. I'm so grateful. Like, shout out to my good friend. He's an amazing guy. Like, oh my gosh, we have some of the most amazing conversations, and I love it. So what I love was when he wrapped it up, he said that the point was to experience the separation in the first place because the knowledge is gained from the separation. And so I was just like, whoa, that is so amazing. That is true, right? And so even though the other aspects of self healed that and changed it, the original self still had to go through that and make that choice so that all the lessons could be learned and all the other Doctor Who's could come in and do what they did. And I was just like, whoa, that's amazing. That's amazing. And that to me is so like aligned with what we're doing here in the universe, what our goal was when we came here into incarnate. And like the video that I was watching earlier today about like Lumeria was all about twins. And when Lumerians are the original light workers, right? And then the Atlanteans came after the Lumerians. And then there was like a lot of detailed stuff going on that I didn't fully understand or haven't fully integrated in yet. And so I'll link the video in this, but I was just like, that's where the original separation happened. And I was listening to Conscious Evolution Journey on her Pick a Card channel, and she was talking about how I got a reading, and it was from the Lumerian Collective, and it was talking about how the original separation happened when we came and became the original light workers, when we took that initial lifetime. That is when, because of the energetics of this planet, we had to take duality. It is dual here, and where we come from is so high vibrational that it's not dualistic, and we could live with two whole aspects of self integrated into full self. But here in this physical realm, that was not a thing. That was not a thing. And so it is now becoming a thing. We're doing it again, and it's amazing. But at the time of the original light workers of Lumeria, that was not a thing. And so that is how the twin flame journey started, because we were one whole soul, but to incarnate on this planet, we got split into two whole souls. One whole divine feminine aspect, one whole divine masculine aspect. And so every lifetime after that, the whole process was coming back into wholeness, coming back into union with self. Alignment to self. Alignment to self is home. And as you align to self and clear out all the separations, the karma, the karmic cycles and bullshit and everything that we keep in separation from wholeness on the twin flame spiritual journey, that you have to clear all that shit out. And then you can have a union. You can have union. Yes, you'll meet your twin, and there'll still be a whole process. How quick or small that is depends on you and where you're at and your level of awareness and the work you're here to do. And so, but long story short, that's it. That's what we did. That was the original separation. And so, boom. Like, that was breadcrumbs on so many levels and such a linking for me that I was just like mind blown. Mind blown. How awesome. And so then I had to share, of course. So, guys, don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe. Also, I'm so excited. Like, I can't talk. I'm just like, it's so cool. Also, I will link in the description box below, but I want to hear about, like, I can't be the only person this is happening to, right? Like, I know there are breadcrumbs all over the world, and I would love to hear about your guys' breadcrumbs. Like, how do these things line up for you? How does your intuition talk to you? Like, how does your higher self and like your collective work with you so that you transform? Like, this is me, like, just going through a new experience, a new level of expansion, and I'm like, whoa, this is totally amazing. And we all do it. This is not outside of like anybody. And so I'm just like super curious about how these things happen with you. So definitely feel free to like, share, comment, and subscribe. And I will see you guys on another one. Good night, or evening, or morning, or afternoon, or wherever you are. Tally-ho!